Men like this are going to end up in the old man Mojo Dojo Casa house. They're going to end up in a community of other old men that didn't pour into their relationships with their children or with their spouses. And they're thinking that work is an excuse to not be a participant in the lives of their wives and children. They're all going to be together. They're going to be bitter that no one ever comes to visit them and everything, even though they gave their whole back and all their money to their kids and they did everything for them except be a participant in their lives and build relationships. They did not do that. They refused to do that. But this man asked this in the Ask Men subreddit. He says, why do I get treated like a bad husband or father for working long hours for my family? Because you're not a good father and husband if you're not participating in the home life of your children and as a husband. Let's get into the post. This man does not seem like he really wants answers. He just wants to vent and whine. All right. He says basically the title, I work around 150 to 170 hours every 2 weeks. Usually that falls around 160 hours. That's 80 hours a week that this man is away from home. I have probably 4 to 5 days off of work total since last May. I have a house that will be paid for within 1 to 2 years. I rarely, if ever, spend money on myself. My clothes are basically rags, stained from oil, grease, and sawdust with holes in them. My home is never without food. My bills are all paid. My children want for nothing and never have to miss out on any extracurricular activities at school or church. If my wife wants something or wants to do something, it's never an issue. My children don't know what hunger is. They have good clothes, a clean and safe home, food in the refrigerator. They're warm in the winter and cool in the summer. They have a rather large college account for them to be able to afford a good education. If I have a vacation, it is used to take my wife to see her family in Ohio. I don't drink, and if I'm off work, I am home with my family. With this being said, I'm constantly subjected to comments about how much I work from my wife, her family, and it feels like everyone I know. I am treated as if I'm a bad husband and father because I work so much. I would much rather be home with my wife and kids than at work. Yet I feel that my job is to provide for my family and set my kids up for success. My body is falling apart because of this. I have a bad back, shoulder, elbow, hip, knees, and I'm going deaf in one ear. I willingly accept this as a price to give my family a good life. Yet I'm treated like some kind of abuser. At the same time, my wife has family who are literally sorry trash. She has a cousin who is in his 40s, drug addict and drunk, in and out of jail, lives with his 70-year-old mother who is on a fixed income in her tiny apartment. He's a damn leech, and yet no negative words for him. He's doing so well now. This time he will get clean. This time he will find a job and stay there for more than a month. This time he won't steal from her. It's so disgusting. Y'all see what this man did? So this is what he's saying. I do all of this for them. I do everything for them. My wife doesn't want for anything. My kids don't want for anything. But then down below, the wife is actually saying what she wants from him. His family is saying what they want from him. Everybody he knows is saying what he should be doing, but he doesn't listen because he thinks that all he has to be is a paycheck. This is on him. And instead of seeing what they are asking for, instead of hearing what they are asking for, instead of embodying that, he comes over here and compares his situation to this drug addict person who's a leech. That juxtaposition against what his wife is asking and this person who is inconsequential to her life is just like it doesn't make any sense. And this is the type of thing that will not improve his relationships with his wife or his children. It's like, okay, Eric over there is doing terrible. We can talk about Eric over here, but within our household, we never see you. You're not building a relationship with us. Yes, my children have clean shoes and clothes and always have a refrigerator full of food. But if you were to die tomorrow, if you were to die, our lives wouldn't be impacted because they haven't been around you. If we have a life insurance policy on you, their lives will not change if you die tomorrow. So, you can go over there. You can talk about Eric all you want to and how he's stealing and how he can't keep clean, how he can't keep a job. But in this household, sir, if you were to die, if I were to divorce you, my kid's life wouldn't change because they never see you to begin with. So maybe you should stop worrying about what Eric is doing and figure out how to create some relationships and some bonds with your wife and children right now before it's too late. Okay, this person's name is Butt Play. All right, this person says, as a former kid to a dad like that, take a damn break. The kids don't need all that stuff if it's destroying you and you're mad about it. Your family probably loves you, and it likely makes them sad to see you feel like you have to unalive yourself working in order to be good enough because it seems you don't trust them to love you enough. Trust me, get a slower job than that. Get out of that fast lane. How much does it even cost to live anymore? How many people are without air conditioner or internet? The kids can go to community college. The wife can deal with less material wealth. The family just wants to hang out until death does y'all in. That's all life is. You're wasting your life doing that much. The kids will grow up. One of you two will die. Your body will give out. Working super hard may feel like justification for itself. I'm suffering, so I'm doing my life right. Damn it. But it doesn't mean you actually are. Suffering isn't evidence of moral superiority. I'm not even trying to shit on you more. I'm just trying to be honest. I've seen this type of thing extraordinarily often in our culture. It sucks for everyone, at least when taken to that extent. Absolutely. Like he says, this person is the child of a dad like this. Take a step back. It will be okay. I know that it sucks, but I'm sure his wife is working as well. And if she's not, then she can work. That way it'll give this man some reprieve for his body. But regardless, he's not listening. I mean, even if it takes 5 years to pay off the house, it'll be okay. Our bills never end. This person, P. Waltman, says, it's like the saying, no one looks back on life and wishes they spent more time at work than with their loved ones. Well, almost no one. I also grew up with an absentee father, and it's definitely informed my career decisions. I make a decent, if not great living, and I don't regret it. Exactly. There has to be some work-life balance. You can't just go to work all the time. You have to balance that with building relationships with the people in your life before it's too late. Because, like I said, these people could walk away and never see you again, and their life wouldn't change, but yours would. Okay, so this person's name, you'll have to look at it for yourself. I'm not going to say it, but this person is honing in on the part where it says, and wishes they spent more time at work than with their loved ones. And he says, poor people do. You see your family in ruins due to poverty, and you'll absolutely wish you had. That statement is only true after you've reached middle class. Suspicious Effect says, it's crazy how in some of these comments are saying he's doing the right thing by never being there for his family. Why can't he cut back on work and still be a provider? 80 hours a week is an insane schedule. He'll work right into an early grave, and no one will thank him for that. And that, like I said before, nobody's lives would be impacted by that at all. Anyways, join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this and all that he said in that post. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.